session is going to be very interesting. The speaker who is joining us today is very experienced and is the subject matter expert. So he would be sharing all his experience and expertise with you all. And people who are interested into data science, AI, you would actually come to know what exactly it is. So maybe आप लोग के कुछ doubts होंगे, वो आप clear कर सकते हैं. You can ask questions, because it is directly to an expert. Just a few more minutes and we will start, people. And I feel really great that today's day is starting with such insightful session, a discussion, on a very buzzing topic, right? Yes. So I think, Ronak, we are good to start, and we can proceed with the further this thing. So welcome everyone to the webinar on AI. As you can see on your screen, the rise of AI agents and how to build them. So this is a topic which we're gonna discuss on today, and this will be addressed by Shivam sir. He is an IIT and he has passed out his IIT from Kharagpur 2016 batch. So he would be addressing us on this topic today. Can we move to the next slide, Ronak? Wonderful. So as you all are aware about the topic, I would, before we start the session, I would like to take you through a few ground rules, right? Ground rules means a few rules which will help us to smoothen this interaction, right? As we are communicating through chat and through, other modes. So these ground rules are very important, and I want everybody to make a note of this and be very alert. So first ground rule is question and answer for the participation, right? So in this case, if any student or any participant have any query, you can see a question and answer tab on the top center of the screen. If you are logged in from mobile or you have logged in from laptop, you can see it on the top center. So you can put your queries and questions over here, and accordingly we will answer. If we want to ask anything to you, if the trainer is putting any question to you, you have to be very alert on the chat box. Say for example, if I'm asking how are you today, so I'll put good, not good. So that you have to check in the chat box, right? Second, this session is getting recorded. So this is already getting recorded for our future references, as this session is going to be very insightful. So we make a record of it. Now, the people who have spared their time and, who have joined with us, we really value your time, and we're very thankful and grateful that you people are here. So for this, we really want to show our gratitude and the value of your presence with a participation certificate, right? So you will receive a participation certificate at the end of the session, but for this, you have to mark your attendance, right? So whosoever would be here throughout this session would be getting this. So for that, you have to make a proof of your attendance, right? So post the webinar, okay, there would be a survey made, maybe a link would be shared with you, through which you have to mark your attendance, and then accordingly only those students and participants would be eligible for the certification, right? I hope I'm very clear. Ground rules, question and answers. If you want to ask anything, go to Q&A tab, and whenever we are asking you or interacting with you, you need to check your chat box, right? Next slide, please, Rona. All right. So, as many people in the chat box I can see came to know about this webinar through Ethan's app and multiple other platforms. So here I would like to, inform you that Ethan's has taken this initiative to create awareness amongst people, amongst students, people who are really interested in data science and AI, but doesn't know exactly what it is, right? So we want them to know what AI is, right? Ethan is wanting them to know the correct definition of AI, what directly derives to, right? Because Ethan's believe that keeping oneself updated is the utmost requirement in this cutthroat competitive world. You all are aware that there is a lot of competition in the market. Every other person is better than you, right? So you need to keep yourself updated to stay in the market, to survive in the IT industry. So, as I have informed you that why we are doing this, because it is an initiative and we really want people to keep themselves updated in the cutthroat competition, actually cover the market in future. So to understand the audience a little better, right? So let's know that where are you all from and what exactly your background is, right? So we would put a few poll questions to you so that we understand your background, right? So Ronak, can we put a few poll questions? Wonderful. So we want to understand how much experience do you have? So people connected here, you can check your chat box and it would pop up on your screen. This is a poll, so you have to select an answer. Submit vote. Yes, yes. Atharv, Mohammed Hilal, you don't have to type the answer. You have to click on the poll. Yes, yes. Chat page. Please check a message. A poll has popped up on the chat. So you have to click on the poll question. You have to select it as a multiple choice question. Wonderful. I'm rapidly getting answers. Okay, okay. Yes. I think responses are a little low. People are there. Because this is how I would understand that, yes, you people are interactive. Okay, okay. 30 more seconds and then we will get an answer. Come on, be interactive. Wonderful. Yes, I can see the results. Done. Everybody has responded. Are you all sure? Okay, okay. Okay, understood. Poll just popped up once. No worries, no worries. We are tracking your answers through chat also. Got it. So I can see majority here are people currently are studying, are college going students. Then second majority is that people having more than 5 years of experience. So we also have working professionals connected with us. Wonderful experiences between 0 to 2, 2 to 5. Wonderful, wonderful. But here the majority is college going students. So you can see that students have more enthusiasm. Wonderful. Rona, can we move to the another question, please? Yes. So how much do you know about genetic AI? Have you people ever heard about this term? The question will pop up once on your screen. Make sure that you respond through there. Very good. Very quick responses this time. Very good. Okay. So mostly it's a new topic for all. Genetic AI, very few people who have heard about this, but no worries. Therefore, we are gathered here to understand in depth. 30 more seconds for this poll. Participants, please ensure you respond to this question because, this is to understand our audience. It would be very helpful for us to, make understand the topic, right? So we would know that we have to start from the scratch or people they have knowledge about this. So accordingly, it would modulate. Yes, so please ensure that everybody is answering this question. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Ronak, I think we have got the maximum responses on this. And as I can see that around 85% people are saying that it's a very new topic for them and they have not heard about this. And around 15% people are saying that yes, they have heard about it, read in the articles, but actually don't know in depth about this. So no worries. Therefore, we are gathered here, and therefore, this webinar is conducted so that we can guide you and we can impart knowledge to you on this particular topic. Sure. Wonderful. Okay, so we have got our required details. Thank you so much, everyone, for your quick responses. This will really help us to drive this webinar further. So, without wasting any further time, I would like to introduce to the guest of the webinar, guest of the session, Mr. Shivam. Shivam sir is here with us, and I think about the topic nobody can explain you better than an expert, right? And Shivam sir is an expert. He is an IITian. He is 2016 batch pass out from Kharagpur. He's holding almost 19 plus years of experience, right? He's pioneer in data science, AI agents, machine learning, deep learning. He has vast exposure in this. I think he himself would be the better person to give information about him. And I would like to hand over now to Shivam sir for taking this session further. Welcome, Shivam sir, for the webinar,
Thanks,
and
Harleen.
thank you
Thank
for
you
sparing
so
your
much
time with
for
us.
the yeah, thank you, Harleen. Thank you so much for the warm introduction. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the session. I know you had to wait a bit, but I promise the rest of the session will be very engaging, and I'll try to uh, go into a lot of hands-on stuff, right? So that by the end of this session, you will be able to build your own AI agent. So stay tuned. A bit about myself. So my name is Shivam, and I'm an IIT Kharagpur graduate, 2016 batch. Have almost 9 years of experience in the industry, working in various AI and data science roles. And yeah, so during my 9 years of experience in the industry, I have worked for multiple startups as well as MNCs, and have built and published papers in various AI algorithms that I developed in these companies, right? So it's ranging from I have worked in companies in cybersecurity, in logistics, in petrochemicals, and have worked across multiple industries. So yeah, I have quite a lot of experience in this field, and AI agents, as you all know, is a very new topic, right? Not a lot of people know about this. So, Ronak, can you stop sharing? Maybe I'll share the screen.
Sure, sir.
Great. Hope everyone is able to see the screen.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
It's visible, right? The presentation is visible, right? Now?
Yeah, correct, sir.
Great. Okay. So, so yeah, AI agents is a very new topic, and I think as I can see in the polls, right, not a lot of you know about it. So this word has been making rounds in the industry for the last probably in a year and a half, uh, mostly 6 months or 9 months after ChatGPT hit the market. I am sure all of you know about ChatGPT and might have used it for your work, right? So can I see a few, confirmations if you have used ChatGPT for your work? Okay, great. So most of you have used ChatGPT, right? And so yeah, AI agents has been doing the rounds in the market since ChatGPT came in, right? So so today we are going to talk about what are AI agents, right? And we are going to develop a small AI agent for demonstration purposes ourselves. so that you can get started. So by the end of this session, our goal is that you should be able to start building AI agents right from the get-go. So this is not a purely theoretical lecture. It will be more of a hands-on lecture wherein you will be seeing AI agents in action, right? Um, and yeah, so you might be thinking that okay, I am still studying in college, right? मैं क्या ये सीख पाऊंगा कि नहीं, right? So and you might be thinking that okay, all the top CEOs of top tech companies are talking about this, right? So maybe I am too early for this. Can I learn this, or do I need to know a lot about AI to actually build an agent? I don't know anything. I don't know even coding. Can I build an AI agent? So why is Shivam saying like this that I can build an AI agent after this session, right? So I am here to demystify all of these myths, right? You don't need a lot of knowledge about AI. Neither you need to learn coding to actually get started. Of course, if you have knowledge about AI and if you know coding, those are great to have, right? But not very mandatory for building an AI agent in today's world, because a lot of no code platforms have come up wherein you can start building your own AI agents for your work. But yeah, so having that knowledge of AI and coding is helpful to some extent if you know it. But if you do not know, then it's totally fine, as you will see by the end of this class that you know you are able to build something on your own, right? So yeah, so what are people saying about AI agents? So CEO of Meta or Facebook, right, Mark Zuckerberg, is saying that we are going to live in a world where there are going to be billions of different AI agents eventually, probably more AI agents than there are people in the world, right? Okay. Now then the CEO of Nvidia is saying it's $1 trillion industry and IT is going to become the HR of AI agents. Okay. Sam Altman, who is the CEO of OpenAI, is saying AI agents are coming and will work as virtual co-workers. Okay. Then CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella, is saying that AI agents are going to be the primary way we interact with computers in the future. So all of them are signaling towards something which is, you know, okay, so humans are known to work in the workforce, right? So humans take tasks and then they do those tasks and then they report to the manager saying that I have done my task, right? Now these top tech CEOs are now saying that there will be AI agents who are going to be working like us in the industry. So if you see NVIDIA Jensen's code, IT is going to become the HR of AI agents. So which means that AI agents, people are referring to AI agents like humans, right? Why? Because probably AI agents are able to do certain tasks themselves, just like humans, right? But I would like to know from you guys as to what you think based on all of this and whatever you have heard previously about AI agents. What do you think are AI agents? Whatever comes to your mind, you can put your answer in chat in the poll. Okay, something which can do human tasks. What else? based on prompt answer is generated. So yeah, this is something that chat gpt does. Okay, what else? Can solve problems. AI helps everywhere. Okay, okay, great. So you have more or less some context, right? So at least you know for a fact that AI is going to help you, right? Do something, right? So AI agents are going to help you do something. It will perform tasks from end user like browsing, navigating, booking. This is great. Okay, so so you're saying that just like humans do, they can start browsing the internet, can do shopping, can do booking, etc. Okay, LLM plus tools plus automation is an agent. Okay, this is what Priyanka says. Okay, great. Yeah, so somewhat correct, and this is something that we will look at today as well. Um, Something which helps enhances our work to make it fast. Okay, Atharv. One, perform tasks to make decisions, interact with users or systems using AI. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, so I got a lot of answers. So let's try to understand briefly just the definition, or try to get a sense of what are AI agents, and what do we mean by AI agents, right? So AI agents perceive their environment, process data, and take actions to optimize outcomes. Okay, what is an environment? Okay, so environment can be work environment. So for you, if you are, let's say, you as a person, right? uh, in your work environment or in your studying environment, you use a lot of things, right? So for example, in your environment you have your email box, right? You have the college platform in which you do all of these tasks or assignments, or etc., right? And so on, right? So you are using multiple digital softwares for your uh, for managing your day-to-day life, right? And let's say that is the work environment. So what can AI agents do in that work environment? So they can interact with the things that you are interacting with. They can process the data that is coming from those environments. So for example, it can manage your email inbox, right? So just like you go and reply to the emails, right? Or you send email, so you can if you build an AI agent for doing the same, it can do all of that task what you are doing, right? As compared to, let's say, chat gpt, wherein you so if you have to send an email to your professor, what will you do? You will go to chat gpt and probably write something in bad english, and ChatGPT will give you a good formatted version of that email, and you'll just copy paste that in your email box, and you'll send it to your professor, right? Something like that. So today you're using ChatGPT like this, right? But ChatGPT and the inherent technology which ChatGPT is using, you can use that, and you can connect that to your email system or your Gmail inbox, and you do not have to do anything. You just have to say probably that, okay, send an email to my professor doing this, and it will be sent, right? So you do not have to actually open your laptop to even do this task, right? So AI agents are something which use the power of uh, the technology, which is LLMs, large language models. So large language models are nothing but the technology which is powering ChatGPT. That's the easiest way to understand it. If you give certain questions, it will give you answers. If you give certain text, it will output text, right? And it has the knowledge of the entire world's internet, right? So it has been trained on the entire world's data, right? So it knows everything almost, right? So that technology is called as large language models. And if you integrate large language models with, let's say, your environment, it can start doing tasks for you, it can start processing data for you, and all of that, right? They're built to achieve specific tasks efficiently, whether in automation, decision making, or problem solving. So whatever category of task is it, like automating your email box, or decision making. So thinking about whether to take this path or this path, or solving a particular problem, whatever the task is, AI agents are built for specific tasks, right? So you, if you are building an AI agent specifically for managing your Gmail inbox, right? If you have built an AI agent only for that, that AI agent cannot do other tasks. It is trained and it is specific to that task only. It is uh, wired to solve that goal only, right? So if you have built something for your Gmail, you have built an agent for Gmail, it cannot do, for example, it cannot write blog posts for you, right? Just like, a carpenter specializes, let's say, in working in with wood and furniture, right? Probably he is not the best person to do electrical work, right? For electrical work you need an electrician, right? So AI agents are experts of doing specific tasks, right? So that's why, um, that's why you will see that when people start talking that, okay, uh, AI will come, it will do everything. It's not like that, right? So you have to build. So the core technology is there, which is large language models, but you have to build an AI agent to do your specific task, right? So for example, uh, there is a carpenter, but if you do not tell him what kind of furniture you like, right, and what will fit in your room or your home, uh, it will just generate general, it will just give you general furniture which might not fit for your home, right? So you have to build your AI agent for your own specific tasks, and what you need, right? And this applies to companies as well, right? So you'll see that in the future, right? Although the core technology, which is large language models, has been built by OpenAI. OpenAI is nothing but the parent company which has built ChatGPT, right? Although the core technology has been built by OpenAI, but companies have to build their own AI agents for doing their own tasks, right? So they cannot rely on that general purpose LLM, right? And so you might have heard a lot about artificial general intelligence, which is a model or a concept which says that AI agent can do everything, right? It can be a carpenter as well, it can be a plumber as well, electrician as well, digital marketing expert as well, data science expert as well. But that is still in the process, and some people are also saying that once we have built enough number of AI agents, we will not probably even need AGI, which is general intelligence, right? If you make specific intelligence for a specific tasks, and if you do this for all the tasks that are there in the world, probably you will not need general intelligence, right? Okay, so that's one thing. Then AI agents analyze past experience and refine their strategies to improve performance over time. So this is very similar to how humans would do, right? So right now, if you're a fresher, and if let's say you join a company, you will learn a lot of new things, and eventually, once you gain more and more experience in a company, your performance will be better, right? And this is true about humans. This is true about AI agents as well. But for giving them that power of learning also, you need to specifically design your AI agent like that. Okay, so it should be better with time, right? Fourth, they can execute tasks independently, minimizing the need for human intervention while enhancing efficiency. Okay, so that means that they can do tasks independently without the need of humans, or it says that minimizing the need of human intervention, right? So even humans need human to work better, right? So if your manager gives you a task, right, if there is some mentor who can help you, guide you that okay, this task is going well and this task is not going well, of course with that feedback you can do better, right? You can improve your performance. And that is the same thing with AI agents as well. So AI agents can do their tasks, but if you involve human in the loop while they are doing tasks, uh, at least the critical tasks, then the performance will be much better, of course, right? So that is where humans are also required to make your AI agents do well, specifically for those tasks which are critical, right? So for example, you cannot let AI agents run an entire nuclear power plant, for example, right? Just giving you an extreme example so that you know that humans will not be completely replaceable, right? With AI agents. And now, yeah, so that's about AI agents, right? I hope you have gotten some context. If you are able to get what are AI agents so far, can you just put a thumbs up or a yes in the chat? Anything works? Okay. Till now, you're able to get somewhat what AI agents are, right? Okay, so I'm not expecting you will learn a lot about AI agents just from the definition, but once we start building it, right, then you'll enjoy it a lot, right? So you're telling that with the help of LLM, we build AI agent for our personal use. So there is chances of data leak and misuse. So how you can manage this? Okay, Sunny, this is a good question, right? So we can use LLM to build AI agents for personal use. And now, as you will see in the next few months, companies will be using AI agents for their use, and a lot of jobs will be are going to be automated in the future, right? Because AI agents will be doing it. So right now I have seen a few examples of a few companies who have automated their entire marketing and sales jobs using AI agents, right? So if it was a 20 people team in marketing, right now they are doing with just one or two people, right? So this kind of impact is already there. And so people are using AI agents right now, although the LLM technology is not at its peak, that it's the best technology out there. Every week you will see, a lot of new LLMs coming out, right? So you might have heard about DeepSeek, which is doing the rounds in the market recently, right? It's a LLM which has been built by a China-based company, right? And so, and it has been built at a very low cost. Previously, people used to think that OpenAI is the only company which can build LLMs, but uh, like always, China came up with a cheaper option, right? And it's also open source, and as compared to OpenAI, it's very cheap, right, to use. But yeah, so for to answer your question, right, so there are chances of data leak and so on, right, misuse, right? So for example, if you integrate your LLM and build an AI agent for your Gmail, and if you leave it like that, right, so if you do not control it, right, it can send email to who knows, maybe some terrorist organizations, right? So there are chances, and there is this whole literature around alignment of AI, right, and ethical practices and guidelines and AI alignment, which is there, which is kind of putting guardrails into what AI can do and what AI cannot do, right? So all of that problem is being tackled by good smart players. So probably we do not need to worry a lot about it. But when we are building our AI agents, we need to keep this thing in mind that okay, we should think where are the what are the loopholes that the AI agent can, break, or is there a possibility that our data will leak? So we have to think about that and we have to manage it accordingly, right? Okay, great, great. So now let's move ahead. So moving to the next part, which is components of AI agents, right? Um, so this is a simple framework that I have created just to give you a very easy understanding of what is an AI agent and how are they built, right?
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but your screen is not visible right now.
Okay, okay, got it. I'll just share again.
And one or two questions more are there in the Q&A session, Q&A tab. You can.
Okay, I did not look at the Q&A tab. What other use cases? Okay, I'll just answer it later on. Which agent, according to you, would be the best for developing models using CNNs? Okay, so I'll answer this towards the end. Okay, you can keep on posting your questions. So first, if you understand what are the powers of AI agents, probably you will be in a better position to ask questions. But yeah, I'll answer these towards the end. Okay, Ame and Anushka. Okay, great. So coming back, I think now the screen is visible, right? Ronak
Yeah,
and yeah,
yeah,
great.
correct, sir.
Okay, so yeah, so AI agent. So I have kept AI agent in this box, right? So this is the AI agent, and now let's try to see what goes in and what goes out, right? So as I have already mentioned, right? So just think of AI agent like a human, right? Okay. So just think of it like a human. Now, what will humans do if you give them tasks? So if your input is a task, it will give you certain output, either saying that okay, my task is done, or it will use certain uh, uh, no tools and memory to get it done, right? So what are the things that humans use to accomplish any task? What do humans do? So humans interact with their brain, right? So then this concept of brain comes in. So the human will be interacting with their brain, right? And in case of AI agents, the brain is what? The brain is basically AI model, which is nothing but the LLM, right? So this is nothing but the LLM or the large language model, which is supplying the brain part of it, and you provide some memory to store some data, right? Because otherwise, whatever you have tasks you have given, if the AI, if you are following up with a follow-up task, it will forget about that follow-up task, and that's why memory is needed so that it can retain the information of at least what you are talking about, right? So brain will consist of your LLM plus your memory, right? And of course, as an input, right, you have to give instructions to the brain, right, about how to work. So for example, um, right now you are or let's take the example of a marketing person, right? So a person who does marketing for a particular company. Okay, so he might have learned marketing from somewhere, or he might have uh, uh, you know someone has asked him that okay, you have to behave like a marketer, right? You have to do marketing related tasks. You will be using these tools. These are the tools that you have, and so on, right? So basically, this brain is a generic brain, and it is a LLM powered brain. And LLM, just like ChatGPT, knows everything, right? But you have to give instruction saying that what specific AI agent are you, right? What kind of tasks are you designed for, and what kind of tools do you have, right? So that's where the instruction comes in. And of course, the AI agent has access to tools. So just like a carpenter would have access to a saw, right, and a drilling machine, right, and so on, without which they cannot do their task, right? So if I give a carpenter a task, okay, cut this wood into two pieces, right? Then, of course, they will be needing tools to achieve it, right? Similar to that, AI agent will also need tools, right? With just the brain, it cannot achieve tasks, right? And hence, it will need tools to achieve it. Now, these tools might interact with the environment as well, right? So, for example, this tool, let's say in the case of a carpenter, I have given the task to the carpenter that, okay, you have to cut the wood into two pieces. That wood is the environment, right? Now, what will the carpenter do? It will pick up a saw and it will start operating on on the wood, which is basically an environment if you just think about it, right? So it is using saw it is using tool on the environment to achieve the task, right? So that's probably the most simplistic way to understand AI agents if you are very new to this, right? So what does an AI agent have? AI agent has a brain and a set of tools, and we have to give instructions to the brain that, okay, you are this kind of AI agent and you have these tools with you, and you have to use this tool like this, you have to use this tool like this. Just that information you have to give to the brain, right? So once that is done, our AI agent is ready, right? Now you give input, it will give you output. That's it, right? So now think about so what we are going to build today is something similar, right? Wherein we are going to build an email AI agent which can send emails from your mailbox, right? So from this picture, just see it is very similar to what you have seen in the previous slide. So this is the input when chat message received. So whenever we uh, ask something to the AI agent, right? Whenever we give some certain orders or instructions or tasks, it will be through the chat message, right? So this is the input. It goes to the AI agent, and then finally the output will come in the chat message itself, right? And this AI agent is a email AI agent, simple email agent. So it has the OpenAI LLM as the brain. It has some memory. So this is the brain, right? Model and the memory, right? So this is the brain part. So we'll connect the brain and the memory, the model and the memory. And it will have certain tools. So what kind of tools will it have? It will have the send email tool through which it can send email, and it will have a database in which there are contacts, right? So let's say uh, uh, if I ask the agent to send an email to Jason, so it will look for the email address of Jason in the database, right? So this is the tool, right? So you think of it as the tool component, and this is the brain component. And so we will send an input, and we will input which is a task, and it will give us the output. Okay, so so we will build this today, right? And so before we go into building, just one last slide, and this is the last slide, last theory part, right? And then we will get started on building. So how to build AI agents, as I mentioned, right? So there are various coding platforms as well as no code platforms on which you can build your AI agent, right? So in terms of no code, you have platforms like N8N, Relevance AI, which are very popular. N8N is getting very popular these days. And we are going to build our first simple email agent in this platform. And you can also build your AI agents in Python if you want. So there are frameworks like Creo AI, LangChain, which you can learn and get started on building these kind of agents in Python as well. But today, for the sake of convenience, we will be using no code platform, which is N8N, to get started. Okay. So that's all on the theory part. Now comes the interesting part, which is actually building the agent. Okay, great. I see I see people chatting with rapid advancement of AI agents capable of writing code and automating tasks. How relevant is it for individuals to continue learning programming and technology? Should people still invest time in these skills? These are great questions. Praveen has asked this question. How can agents tackle data bias and manipulation? So these are great questions. I think towards the end, when I complete the at least the first AI agent, right? For at least the first agent, if you are able to build, then we will see as to how what should be your roadmap going forward, right? Now that you see that a lot of these things are being done by AI and a lot of things are getting automated, how you as young enthusiasts who are still able to learn anything, right? So you will be able to learn anything if you start right away. How you can think about making a career in this field and what will help you in this direction and all of that. So we will talk about these things as well as to in this age wherein a lot of things are changing, what should be your strategy, right? So we'll talk about this point as well, whatever Praveen has asked. But for that, you have to be with me and stay tuned, right? um okay, so let's get started. So we are going to, you are able to see my Chrome browser, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, great. So one of the no code platforms for building agents is N8N. Okay, so let's go to its website. So it says that secure AI native workflow automation. So what you can do is you can go and get started for free, right? So this is a free software till a certain point. So if you go to the pricing, you see that uh, you can achieve go and do 2.5k tasks for free, right? Which means 2.5k workflow executions. I'll tell you what a workflow is, but this is a free tool till this part, and you get a 14 days free trial, so you can get started on this. I have already made an account on this, so once you log in, this is how it will look like, right? Of course, you will not have these agents, right? These are something that I have made, but you will be able to see that you can create a workflow, right? So I will show you how this workflow works, but within a workflow itself, you can create AI agents, right? So you can go and create a workflow, and that is where you will start building your AI agents, right? So as you can see, 1,000 executions are free, and we have a 14-day trial left. So today we are going to look at a simple AI agent. This is the picture that you saw in the slide as well, right? So we are going to build this from scratch, but before we build it, let's test out the capabilities of this AI agent first and show you a demo of how this is working, right? Is it working or not, right? So for this, as I have already mentioned, I have created a contact database for it to get the email address of people, right? So this is a simple sheet that I have created, right, which has the name and the email address. So I have just put in some garbage values over here. So if someone wants to get an email right away from this agent, can you give me one email ID, whatever email ID you are probably you know comfortable giving? Can I get just one or two email IDs just for testing the demo? Okay, okay. I have got enough. Okay, I have got enough. Guys, you can stop punching. Okay, great. So let me just put in. Okay, what else? Sunny's email ID I'm punching in. I think I have got enough. Okay. So let me just remove the junk values for now. Great. Okay. So now let's get started. So what will this AI agent do? It has been integrated with my email ID, right? So it has been integrated with my Gmail, as in uh, this send email is integrated to my Gmail. So my Gmail is AI agentic automation 2025 at the rate gmail.com, right? So, and the name of this person is AI agent. Okay. So now what will happen is I will start testing this agent, right? Uh, so when chat message received, so this is where the input is. So as you can see, this is the chat window. So from here, if we write something, this will get triggered, right? So let's start. So what are the contacts that I have? So I have the contacts of Sunny and Priyanka in my contact database. Okay. So let's get started. So I just want to write um, send an email to Sunny asking him to um, pay more attention to this webinar. Okay, let's see if it is working. Okay, Sunny, can you check and see if you have received an email? Let's go and see in the sent messages if the email has been sent. Okay, so I see that the email has been sent from AI Agentic Automation from this email ID. Hi Sunny, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to kindly ask you to pay more attention to the upcoming webinar. Your participation is important and I believe it will greatly benefit the overall experience. Thank you for your understanding. Best, Shivam. Okay. Sunny, you might have received this email in your email ID, right? Which is this, right? So, uh, okay, okay. Sunny, can you confirm if you have received this? We will try this with a few more people as well, since Sunny is not paying attention, I believe. So, Pratik uh, got it. Okay, so Sunny has confirmed. He has confirmed. Can I get a bit a thumbs up if you are able to if you like this agent and what it has just done? Great. Okay. 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 This is just to give you a very sweet and short demo, right? As to what you can stop writing your email IDs, guys. So that's fine. I just needed one or two. You can just stop it. Okay, so this is just a short demo just to show you the power of an agent. And since we are going to demystify as to what are the different components and how they are connected, right? That's why I showed you this demo, and uh, I will also show you the demo of a very complex agent after I show you the how this agent is constructed, right? Once I show you how this agent is constructed, I will show you the demo of a more powerful agent, right? So I have almost automated a lot of my tasks, and I am still in the process of building agents. So I will. I have automated my own social media, everything, right? I have automated my personal email, right? And of course, this is not that simple that you are seeing right now, but I have automated a lot of my personal stuff using AI, and I just manage it from my Telegram, right? So I'll show you that demo as well, right? But let's get started on how this simple AI agent can be built. This agent that you saw right now, it has very simple capability, right? It uh, it has just access to a database and it can send email. It cannot do anything else, right? So let's see how this can be built, right? And then go step by step into it, right? So guys, what do you want? Should I just show you what does it, how it is connected, or should I just build this from scratch? Building this from scratch will not take me more than, let's say, 10 minutes. Should I build this from scratch, guys? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Then, uh, so for this, what we need to do is we need to go and click on create workflow. Okay, then this is the open canvas that will come to you, right? So as it says, this says that add your first step. If you click on this, it will uh, you know so you'll start seeing options over here. Here you just write AI agent, okay, and just close this. Okay, so as you can see, the AI agent module, which was in our this part has already come in, right? So our AI agent has already come in, but right now it does not have access to any LLM or a brain, neither memory nor tools, right? So nothing is there. But input has been automatically connected. So if you just pull in AI agent, this input will be automatically connected. If you want to change the way the input is taken, you can just click on this delete and you can add different input. But this has automatically connected a chat input. Okay, so and you can access this input from this chat, right? So I will write, okay, hello. Okay, so it says that a chat model or subnode must be connected and enabled. So it says that I don't have any brain, I cannot work. So it is not able to reply to my hello, right? Because it does not have any brain. So let's first connect the brain, right? So let's first go and so we are connect. So let me just show it again. I will move a bit slow because this is your first time. So here, as soon as you click on plus, you'll see a lot of language models which has popped in, right? DeepSeek is there, Anthropic is there, Azure is there, AWS, Google Gemini. So all the big tech companies have built their own models, and all of them are here, and along with OpenAI. So since I have an account in OpenAI, I am going to use it. So as soon as you click on OpenAI, it will open a window like this, right? Where it says input, parameters, and output. Here, first things first, you need to add your OpenAI account, right? I have already added my account, and that's why this account is coming. But what you need to do is you have to create new credential, right? And you have to put the API key from OpenAI account, right? How do you generate the API key from OpenAI account? That you will get if you refer to the docs, right? But what you need to essentially do is go to platform.openai.com, and you will be able to get your API key, right? So you have to just sign up, and then you'll get your API key from somewhere from here, API reference, right? So you'll get it from here, right? Um, so one more thing, since OpenAI APIs are paid, so you have to load probably $5 minimum to get started with using the API, right? So basically, this is the brain, and of course, people who are selling brain will charge you something, right? So they are charging something. But if you use DeepSeek, right? It if you use DeepSeek from here instead of OpenAI, it will be much less costlier as compared to OpenAI, right? So you can use that as well, right? Probably this is the first time China has made something which is cheaper and better than OpenAI, at least till now. So you can use DeepSeek as well, right? So once you connect the OpenAI account, from the list you can select all the models, right? So you might be getting news of, okay, GPT-3 model came, GPT-4 model came, and so on and so forth, right? O1, O3 models came in, and so on. So here I have used the GPT-4o mini for this thing, right? You can use any of the latest models, right? Either GPT-4o or O1, anything you can use. I have used mini because mini is cheaper as compared to GPT-4o, and this is a very simple task. So probably minis should be able to handle this, right? So I have connected the brain. Now I need to connect the memory. So, okay. So now that I have connected the brain, let me see if it is able to recognize my hello. Okay. Okay, node is getting executed, but I guess I need to connect an output. Hmm. Okay, so prompt is not specified. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so this is not getting connected because this was not connected. So I need to connect my message, and now this should work. Okay, I need to connect the output as well. Okay, so now it's working. So basically, what has happened now is that now I have connected my brain, right? So now when I say hello, it says, hello, how can I assist you today, right? So what I have also done is that I have connected my output, which is to be shown over here, right? And my output is nothing but I can just rename this as output just to follow the same format that we had written in the slides. And in the output, I have just taken the output of the AI agent, right? So this output I have mapped. So you can just, how do you get this output? You can just drag it from here. So you can just drag it from here, right? And this output has come, and this is the variable name, which is output that I have kept. Okay. So now when you test the step, it is just giving you the same AI agent's output is coming as the output over here, right? Okay. So it says, hello, how can I assist you today? Okay, great. So till now, what we have done is that we have connected a simple LLM and we have, created a chat input and output. So my input is going to be the chat that I write from here, and my output is going to be whatever is coming out of the AI agent, right? That will be shown to me over here. Okay, great. So till this part we have achieved. In the chat, I can see that can we use Gemini AI? Yes, you can use that. You can use anything. I have just used OpenAI because I had an account and an access to API key. But you can create an account in any LLM technology, right? Be it Gemini, OpenAI, DeepSeek, you can use anything, right? As you can see, all the options are available when you want to connect the chat model. Okay, let's go now and connect the memory. Okay, so before we connect the memory, let's see if we have not connected the memory, what will happen. Okay, what will happen? So now if I, so this is talking simply like chat gpt, right? If you write chat hello in chat gpt, it will say hello, how can I assist you today, right? So this is just chat gpt, right? Now if I write my name is Shivam, what will happen? It will say, okay, hello Shivam, how can I assist you today? Okay, now if I ask it what is my name, it says that I'm sorry but I don't know your name, right? Why has this happened? Because every input it is getting independent output for me. It does not have any memory, right? It is not storing any of my previous chats, right? That's why when I said my name is Shivam, it forgot in the next line itself, right? So of course you have to give it memory because humans also have memory. It's not like I'll tell you my name and you will quickly forget my name, right? So you have to store some memory, and to add memory there are multiple options, but the easiest option is the inbuilt N8N memory. You just have to connect this, and it is saying that okay, it will store the connected chat trigger node. So it will store the chats. It has taken the session ID of the chat automatically, and it says that I will store 5 messages from the past. Okay, so you can change. So this is how many past interactions the model receives as context, right? So it can store 5 or 10 messages as per you wish, or whatever number you give it. Here we have said that okay, remember 5 messages from the past. Okay, so now let's try this. My name is Shivam. Okay, nice to meet you. Okay, now if I ask what is my name, Uh, okay, so it says that your name is Shivam. How can I help you today? So right now, since we have connected memory, it is able to, recall my name. Great. Okay. So memory is connected and the LLM technology is connected. So mostly we have done our brain part, right? So our brain part is fixed, right? Of course, we have not given any specific instructions to this brain, right? That we have not told it yet that it is an email agent. It does not know that it is going to become an email agent till now. It's generic LLM, which is chat gpt, and it has some memory, and input and output is there. Till now it has not become an agent because we have neither given it the tools to work, neither we have told whether it is an email agent or it is a carpenter agent or is it a plumber agent. We have not told it yet, right? So those things are missing, and we need to add them for it to work accordingly, right? So now let's first start giving the tools, right? So as we know, for so now if I write a message, okay, send an email to Sunny asking his availability for lunch tomorrow. What will it send? It will say that I can't send emails directly, but I can help you draft one. Here's a suggestion for your email to Sunny, right? Subject is lunch tomorrow. Hi Sunny, and this best Shivam. Okay. It has caught my name as well from the previous conversation because it has memory. Okay. But till now, it is just behaving like ChatGPT, right? So it says that I cannot send emails, right? So now what do? We give it the tools, right? So right now we have asked this carpenter to cut a piece of wood into two pieces, but we have not given it the saw. So what the carpenter is saying is that I cannot cut this wood, but I can tell you how to cut it. You have to just rub it on top of the wood. That is what it is saying, because it's a uh, it just has knowledge but does not have any tools, right? Okay, so now let's add the tool, right? So let's add a Gmail tool, right? So again, if you are adding a Gmail account for your agent to interact with, of course, it will ask for the credentials and it will ask for you to log in to your Gmail account, right? So as soon as you create new credential, it will ask for you to log in. So you can click on sign up and then you can log in. Once you do that, this account will come over here and it will come in the drop down. So I have already connected and that's why Gmail account is there. So this is my Gmail account, this Gmail account, right? Okay. So Gmail account tool description set automatically. Okay, resources message, operation send. So we have to tell it from to subject. So we have to give it the inputs, right? This tool will need the inputs, only then it will give the output, right? What are the inputs to this tool? So we have to tell the tool where to whom to send the message, right? So we have to give the uh, email ID of the person who is going to receive the message, right? Then we need to give the subject, okay, and then we need to tell it which type of email it is and the final message that we need to send, right? So an interesting option of N8N is that because we are not going to run this tool directly, as in we are not going to enter our email ID and the subject, this will be manual sending, right? We want the brain or the AI to tell the tool as to whom to send the message to and what will be the email ID and what will be the subject. We want the AI to tell the tool, right? So what we will do here, we will just start two curly braces and then a dollar sign and then from AI. We will just call this method from AI, and here we will pass the two. So we can just write any variable name. So I'm just writing email recipient. Okay. And so we have clicked on expression because this is going to be a variable. It is not fixed. So we have clicked on expression. So from AI, it is going to pick the email recipient. Also the same thing, we will just click on expression and from AI, it will also pick the subject and it will be a text email, and from AI it will pick the email body, what to write in the body, right? And this is also an expression. Okay, so for this tool we have set up that it has to pick the email recipient, subject and the email body from AI. Okay, and we can add an option of sender name. So sender name, I am setting it as Shivam. Okay, great. Okay, done. So Gmail is set. So now if I ask it to send an email to Sunny, it does not it will not have the email address. This tool does not have the email address of Sunny, right? And so for that, we need to connect the contact database through which it can send emails, right? But right now, I think uh, more or less. Okay, so we two things are missing. One is the contact database, and one is the instructions that this is a email agent that we have not told the model. Okay, so we need to give the model certain instructions that you are the email agent, you have the contact database, you have the send Gmail tool, etc., etc. So we need to tell it. Okay, but first let's connect the contact database. So that I have made it in sheets, right? So you can just create a new sheet. Okay, rename the sheet and add the name, email address, etc. And here in the tool you have Google Sheets tool. Okay, so open it again. So you have to connect the credentials. So I have already connected the Google Sheets. I have logged in into Google uh, before this, so it's showing over here. But it is showing over here, but what we are going to do is, what you can do is just click on create new credential, and you will be asked to sign in, and then it will be done. Okay, you are able to follow everyone? समझ में आ रहा है अभी तक? I can I get a thumbs up? Am I going too fast, slow? कैसा चल रहा है? Going good? See, it will be a bit hard at first because this is the first time, right? Just like driving a car, जब आप कार चलाने जाते हो, right? तो पहला दिन तो प्रॉब्लम आएगी ना, right? तो थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होगा, बट उसके बाद एक बार प्रैक्टिस में आ गया तो फिर स्मूथ चलती है गाड़ी, राइट? तो जस्ट बी विथ मी टिल द एंड एंड यू विल गेट अ लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस अराउंड हाउ दिस कैन बी बिल्ड, राइट? So just be with me. Okay, great. चलिए, let's get back. Okay, okay. So we have connected the Google Sheets, and now resource we can set to sheet within document. You just keep the same settings, right? Get rows. So we want to get all the rows. So these are called rows, right? So we need to get the rows. Okay, and we need to select. So as soon as you connect your Google account, you will be getting all the sheets that you have created. So if you have created a sheet already named contact database, it will come over here because you have already linked the account, right? And from this document you need to select the sheet number, right? So sheet 1, because it is present in sheet 1, right? So we have selected sheet 1. Okay, so we have selected this, and that's it, right? So now it has access to the contact database as well, right? Now we just need to give the instructions to the brain. Now this is the most important part. Okay, uh, see the efficacy of your AI agent, कितनी अच्छे से काम करेगा ये एजेंट, ये इसी पे डिपेंडेंट है कि आप कितने अच्छे से इंस्ट्रक्शंस देते हैं, which is similar to how you have trained people, right? So let's say you have access to NI10, right? NI10 तो आप ब्राउजर में खोलोगे, आपके पास साइन अप करोगे, आपके पास आ जाएगा. बट अगर मैं अच्छे से आपको नहीं बताऊंगा कि कैसे बनाना है, ठीक है, तो आप नहीं बना पाओगे एजेंट, राइट? That's the same thing with AI agents as well, right? I have given access to the tools, but if I don't tell this AI agent as to how to work, right, then it will not be able to do that work, right? And so for that we need to give them good instructions, and that instructions also has to be curated in a very good manner, right? So let me just open my agent, and let me just, okay. So I have this agent pre-built and I have put some instructions there. So I will copy the instructions from there, right? So this AI agent has certain instructions. I will just copy the instructions and I will show you how those instructions have been written. Okay. So we have to go to the AI agent, and here you see add option, you see system message. So this is the message that you are giving to the system, right? That's basically the instructions, right? Go to expression and then click on the expander. By default it says you are a helpful assistant, but this instruction is not helpful. We will put detailed instructions over here, right? So you are an AI agent designed to assist users by sending emails. So we have to first give the overview, right? So you are an AI agent designed to assist users by sending emails based on their queries. The agent uses the send email tool to format and deliver messages effectively, and the contact database tool to retrieve contact information such as email addresses, right? Okay. Context: the agent receives messages from users and identifies when an email needs to be sent. If the recipient's email address is not provided, the agent retrieves it using the contact database tool, of course. So if we are in the chat, if we are not providing the email address, it will use the contact database tool, right? The agent should be friendly, helpful, and concise in its communication. The email content must reflect professionalism and clarity. Instructions: receive the user message via the chat input. So we have given certain instructions. Then there are tools descriptions that we have given, right? Send email tool handles sending email messages based on the input fields. Contact database tool retrieves the contact data such as email address based on the recipient's name, etc., right? And we have given some examples are very important. So we have given examples that if we input, please send an email to John about the meeting tomorrow at 3 p.m., then the action should be: if John is not associated with an email in the request, query contact database for John's email address. And then finally, you should output email sent to John with this, etc. Right? Final notes: if no contact is found, ask the user to provide the recipient email manually. Always confirm the correct contact if there are multiple entries with similar names, right? So these are some of the cross corner cases that we have mentioned. Always sign off the email with the name Shivam, right? So you have to say that in the end of the email which name should be used, right? Otherwise it will just write a basic placeholder it will keep, right? So you need to mention all of this. So don't worry, we will share the template with you and everything will be there. So don't worry, wait a bit, and soon I'm going to share a form with you wherein you can put your details and we'll send this entire framework with to you, right? Okay, so everything is set. So we have given the instructions as well, right? Good detailed instructions, right? So uh, now our agent should be ready. So we are going to save it, right? And let's try it out, right? Hopefully we have so let me take a few more contacts from other people. Who was the first person? Okay, we have taken first two. Okay, taking the contact of, let's say, Pranil. Okay. Okay, let's now start, right? Um, Write an email to Pranil checking if he is still awake. Okay. Let's see what our agent has done. Uh, okay, so it has sent an email, but it was not able to find the email ID, so it has taken a wrong email. But it has tried to send an email, right, to pranil@example.com. What has it sent? Let's see. Hi Pranil, I hope you are doing well. Just checking in to see if you are still awake. Let me know if you're up for a quick chat. Okay. Um. Okay. Great. So we have got this. Now let's go and we see that there is this email was sent automatically. We do not want this, right? So we need to change this. Um, so this is in the Gmail tool. So we'll go to more option and append N8N attribution will turn it off, right? If we do this now, no, now that tag will not come in. Okay, so let's save this and also write this as the demo. Okay, let's check. Okay, so it did not go to the Google Sheets. Okay, I think let's just. I'm just renaming the tools. Um, I'm just renaming the tools. I just want to check why Pranil's email ID was not taken. So it did not. So you see, whichever node is getting hit, it is getting a tick mark. So as you can see that this was not called in the last query, right? So I'm trying to debug this, and debugging an AI agent is very important, right? Otherwise, of course, AI agents are not that smart that it will debug itself. So when you are building it, you need to make sure that you have built everything correctly, right? Okay, contact database tool. See, we had given in the instructions that it has to contact the contact database tool if the email ID is not there, but we did not rename the agent correctly, the tool correctly, right? I'm expecting that since right now I have renamed the tool correctly, it should be able to get Pranil's email ID from the database, hopefully. Hmm. Okay. Okay, great. Now let's try again. I think now it has hit the contact database, so it should be able to get Pranil's email ID from there. Let's see that. Okay, I think Pranil has given the wrong email address, but now it was able to go and query Pranil's email ID, right? So this is how you will be debugging your AI agent if you are facing issues, right? So you should know how to debug, right? And in when now that we are talking about debugging, one way is to of course see which all nodes have been triggered, right? And second way is that what is the order of things in which this process is getting executed. You can see in the latest logs, right? So as you can see in this case, first it went and triggered the OpenAI chat model, and then it went and triggered the contact database. Then it again came back and triggered the OpenAI chat model. Then it sent the email. Then it triggered OpenAI chat model, and then it triggered the memory, right? So these are the steps that it followed one by one, and you can check the input and the output of each and every step what has been done. So in the contact database thing, as you can see, it has taken uh, there was no input, so this does not require an input. It has been basically triggered, and it has to fetch all the rows, right? So it fetched all the rows, right? So right now we are not telling it to fetch only the row of the person, we are telling it to fetch everything. So it has fetched all the rows, and from this data is now being sent to OpenAI chat model. Again, it has sent the overview, context, etc., etc., and then it has also sent the email addresses, right? It has also sent the output from the tools, right? And then finally, it has generated, uh, it has triggered send email tool. Now, in the send email, as you can see, it has got the email ID which has been provided for Pranil, and then subject and email body, and it has sent the email as its output. So this is the output of the email send email tool, right? So this is how it has worked, right? So we have built a very simple agent for our work, right? If you have any questions, you can of course put it down. uh, Great, great. So now I think a lot of you have given some questions. We'll go there, but one more thing that I want to mention, that this tool that we built right now, right? You can just download this. You can just download this by clicking on download, right? And it will download a JSON file, right? So I can just download it, and it will just download the JSON file, right? And this file has been downloaded. So if you want this file, we can send it to you, right? If you give us your email address, we will send it to you. I will just circulate a form right now, right? So what is the use of this file? How you can use this file? So you do not have to build this entire agent that I built, right? What you can do is you just need to do what? You just need to go and create a workflow, right? And you just need to import from file. So I'll just import this file, and it will be there in your system, right? So you do not have to actually build the entire system from scratch, right? You can just download, like import the file and get started. What will happen is that when you import it on your N10 account, right? When you import it in your N10 account, you will be asked to add your own credentials, right? Right now my credentials are there. You will have to add your own credentials. That's all, right? And maybe what you need to do is also go to this system message and change the name, right? Don't send emails from my name. Okay, so that's all, right? So you have to just change the credentials, connectors, etc. You can just create your own database and link it here. I just showed you how to link the database, etc., and you will be good to go, right? the template I have already provided. Similarly, there are a lot of templates that are available, right? That I have built, which are available with me, but this is good enough for you to get started and start building your own agents, right? Great. So I will not save this. Okay. Um, so I will give you an uh, I'm going to give you a form which you can fill, and I'm going to then um, you can get the JSON file if you fill the email ID. Let me just give you the form link. So this is the link to the form. I have just pasted in chat. Um, Ronak, if you can pin this form link, it will be great and helpful for the students.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so you can just fill this form, and based on the name and the email ID that you give, we will email you this file, and you will also receive a certificate at the end of this session, so you can just fill in your details. For now, you can just copy paste this link. I'll just give you 1 minute break, and then we will show you some of the interesting demos of the other agents that I have built, right? So this was a simple one, and someone was asking, is there a voice agent wherein, you know, through voice can they interact with this agent, right? So we will go and see all of those voice agents as well, and how you can build them, and we will see how you can connect it to your Telegram or WhatsApp, so that you do not have to come and log in into this N8N portal to use the agent. Once you have built it, you can chat with it from your mobile as well. Okay. um, Form is filled. Once the form is filled, let me know, everyone. Okay. Yeah, you will be getting the participation certification after filling this form. So based on the details that you mentioned in this form, the name, the full name, just make sure that you put your exact name, right? uh, your official full name, so that it goes into the certificate. Later on, the name cannot be changed. So link isn't working for me, Rahul. Okay, why is it not working? I think it is working for me. You just need to log into your Gmail account. Okay. Otherwise you will not be able to fill the form. Okay. So you can do it later as well, Rahul, if you're not able to fill it. Okay. You just need to log into your Gmail, okay, to fill the form. Other email IDs will not work, I guess. Only Gmail. Yeah, so Sunny has a question. So till now, the brain plays a very crucial role in AI agents. Other than LLM technology, we can what else we can use as a brain? Is there any replacement other than LLM technology? Great question. But I think till now the most this is the most used thing, most or the only used brain, right? This is the only brain that human have been able to create artificially till now. But I'm very hopeful that the way this brain has been created, right? There are many other ways to create a brain, and we will hopefully see some very good research coming up in the coming days or years, right? And we'll see some other types of models also evolving, right? So there is a lot of uh, buzz around that as well. So I think people are doing their research, but this is the most useful brain that we have been able to invent till now, which is LLMs. But I am pretty sure that this is going to, there are going to be other types of brains as well that is going to come up in the future, right? The DevOps, AWS include it or use it. So see, the thing is, right now that the agent that I have built, it needs to do some computing, right? It is being hosted in N8N cloud, right? N8N is a platform which in which you can use this platform in your own database as well, as in your own machine as well, in your own computer as well. You can use it. Right now, it is hosted in cloud, right? In the cloud of N8N, right? So they are giving you that service, right? But you can use it in your own local machine. But what will big companies do? Big companies will host their own machines in AWS, etc., and host these agents there, right? So cloud computing as a technology, right, is going to stay even if a lot of AI agents come in. Cloud computing as a technology is not going to go away, right? You'll still have to manage things in cloud, right? So that's your answer if it suffices, Sumit. Um, Apart from that, there were a few more questions, right? So what are the other use cases to be filled with AI agents? So right now, there are whole functions of companies that are being done by AI agents, right? So uh, we created a simple AI agent wherein an agent has access to two tools, right? There are multi AI agent systems wherein AI agents have access to other agents as well as tools, right? Think about the power of that system. So right now, what happens in a company, you'll see that there is a director of marketing, there is a let's say in the marketing function, there is a director of marketing, then within him there is a performance marketing, then there is SEO, then there is let's say um content marketing, content writer, graphic designer, right? These kind of video editor, these kind of people are there, right, in the organization. And the head of marketing kind of uh, assigns tasks to each one of these and tries to coordinate amongst these humans. Later on, what will happen is that that agent will have access to multiple agents who are specialized to do different tasks, and it will orchestrate and make this work, right? So just like people and human are working in teams and or in companies, in organizations, later on teams will consist of AI agents and humans. So right now in companies the teams are only of humans, right? But later on it will be humans plus AI agents, right? So that is the way this is going to go ahead. And so you can think of all possible use cases can be done using agents, right? There are certain things that cannot be done which can be done by humans, but majorly lot of stuff which is based on computers can be done by AI agents, be it coding, be it content writing, graphic designing, presentation, whatever it is, right? So a lot of things can be done using AI agents itself. At least things that are to be done in a computer and a laptop, right? Of course, right now for cutting trees, you will have to use a machine, right? And you have to use robots for that, right? But apart from the offline physical things, lot of online things can online or things which are digital in nature can be achieved using this, right? So one of my friends kind of generated a full Mahabharata trailer using Gen AI, right? So these kind of things are happening. A lot of people, you might have heard of AI influencers, right? So there are people who have automated their entire Instagram, and the agent is continuously pushing reels every day, automatically. So there is a workflow that he has created, and it can be done via N8N as well, wherein step by step, if you create all the right things, it will ultimately post your reels on LinkedIn, on Instagram, right? So a lot of use cases are there, right? Anything is possible, right? All the digital things are possible to some extent using agents. Okay, so now let's look at a few more demos before we conclude the session, right? So someone is asking about voice input. So same email agent, what I have done is that I have connected a voice input over here. Okay, so same email agent, but now it will operate on voice. Okay, so this is the voice email agent. And so of course, for triggering this with voice, LLMs are able to understand only text, right? So to trigger this with voice, you need some voice to text converter, right? Voice to text converter, correct? So what we will do is, what we have done over here is that I'll not show you the details, but I have connected this to a platform called 11 Labs. 11 Labs. Okay. So 11 Labs is a platform which will help you do all of these things: voice changer, text to speech, etc., etc. So it deals with audio, everything related to audio, right? So it has a product called Conversational AI. So I have connected this API key. As you can see, I have connected the N8N webhook from here, right? I have connected it over here, right? So now I can talk over here and this will get done, right? This will be executed. Okay, so let's try it out. So now we are going to send email to whom? Okay, so let's take one more email ID of okay, this time let's take Pratik's email ID. Okay, Pratik Dhavle. I am putting it in my contact database. Pratik. Great. So now let's go to our voice agent. I'll reshare the screen. Okay, I will test this.
Hey there, I'm Archer. What can I do for you?
Hey, hi Archer. I need help with something today.
Hey there, what can I do for you today?
So I need to send an email to Pratik.
Okay, cool. What's the email about? I'll get it sent right out.
Um, can you ask Pratik to?
Sure thing. Just tell
Yeah,
me what you want the email to say.
yeah. Can you just ask Pratik to write a letter to me?
Okay. I'll send Pratik an email asking him to write you a letter.
Yeah.
Anything else you want me to include in the email?
No, nothing. I think that should be fine. Just ask him to include his resume in the letter.
Got it. I'll send Pratik an email asking him to write you a letter and include his resume. Anything else?
No, nothing. That's all.
No problem. I just sent that email to Pratik. Anything else I can help you with? Are
No
you still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Have a great. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
Okay, so let's see if it has been able to send the email. Okay. Entire screen. Okay. Okay, so hi Pratik, could you write a letter to me and include your resume? Thank you. So it has sent the email. Pratik, can you confirm if you have received this email? I think Pratik is not here. Okay. Okay, great. So we can also backtrace and see if so what are the inputs that have come in to our agent and how did that work. So let's go to executions. So it succeeded right now. So it executed 2 minutes ago. So it came to this, and the input that came in was to Pratik. Could you please write a letter to me and include your resume? Okay. And then it triggered the contact database, got all the emails. Okay, great. And then it sent an email to this email ID, pratikdhavle235 at the rate gmail.com. Request for letter and resume. Hi Pratik, could you please write a letter to me and include your resume? Okay, great. Done. Okay, nice. So, great. Okay, so now let's look at one more demo. Okay, so let's try out the other agents that I have built. So here I have built a personal assistant AI agent, right? What this does is that, of course, apart from email, it can manage my calendar. It can do some research for me in the internet if it wants. It can manage my projects as well, right? So in the tools, apart from the contacts data, I have created a lot of other agents, right? Four other agents which I have added in it as a tool, right? Email agent, calendar agent, research agent, and projects agent, right? So as you can see, research agent, project agent, calendar agent, email agent, everything is there, right? So these are some simpler agents, and this is an agent of agents, right? So you can just imagine that these are the individual uh, workers or contributors, and this is the manager, right, who is deciding which agent to trigger for which job, right? So if you can see, I hope you can see the screen, right? Okay, great. So as you can see, it will trigger the agents as per its requirement, right? Okay, so let's try this out. Let's try this. And this one more difference that you are seeing is that this is being triggered from a telegram, right? So the input is coming from a telegram, and it can take text input as well, and it can take a voice input as well. So I can send a voice message on telegram to trigger this agent. Okay, and it will respond to me in text after it has done the task. Okay, great. So um anyone who wants to receive uh, an email, so let's try that. first let's try let me know if you can see my uh, Telegram. You're able to see my Telegram? I was just playing around and trying to send some. Okay. Telegram is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Chan- Let me just add. Okay. First, let's try this with some simple things. What's trending in India today? Since it has the access to a research agent, I think it should be able to uh, fetch the news, right? So the research agent has access to some news APIs, right? And it has access to Wikipedia, and I think it also has access to SERP API, which is the Google search, right? So what's trending in India today? So here are some current trending topics in India, right? So you'll see that since the web is also connected to ChatGPT, this can be done by ChatGPT as well, which is fine. But we have built this using ChatGPT and using some of our tools, right? So what we can also do is send today's trending news in India to Varsha. Send an email to Varsha sharing today's trending news in India, right? So we can use this kind of complex queries now, right? So now it has the research agent, so it will research for the top news today and it will try to send an email to Varsha, right? So let's see if it is able to do that. Okay, it says that it has done it. Let's see what all things. Varsha. Okay, so it could not fetch the email ID of Varsha, which is fine, but it at least tried to send the news of today, right? So, so you can see that it can here it was given two tasks, right? One is to get the news of today and to send it to Varsha, right? So it was able to decide by itself. So this agent was able to decide by itself what to do, right? So so first it triggered the research agent, got the news, and then it thought that okay, now I need to call the contacts data to get the contact, which we probably could not do. But then it called the email agent and then emailed it, right? So as you can see, it is now able to fetch do complex tasks, right? What does it suggest? What does this suggest? This suggests that if you build a complex enough agent, right? अगर बहुत सारे एजेंट्स को एक साथ हम लोगों ने डाल दिया, राइट? मतलब बहुत सारे एजेंट्स हम लोगों ने बना लिया और एक एजेंट को हम लोगों ने उन सारे एजेंट्स का एक्सेस दे दिया, ठीक है, उसके बाद वी कैन just call the parent, right? We can just give instructions to the parent and it will do tasks in the others, right? Right. So can you book a calendar meeting with who all are present in the database? Let's say, can you book a calendar meeting with Pratik to discuss a project at 4 p.m. tomorrow? Let's see what it does. It has access to my calendar, so it should be able to control it. It has set a meeting to discuss project and it has been able to fetch the email ID. Okay. So Pratik, don't take this meeting seriously. It's just a demo, right? So, okay. So it was able to do that, right? And it said that, okay, the meeting to discuss the project with Pratik has been scheduled for February. Okay, great. What we can also do is, so I'll just delete this or let it be. Let me add more email IDs and see. Okay, let's trigger Sunny, right? This time I will use a voice input and see. Can you set up a meeting with Sunny for today at 5 p.m. for lunch and write an email asking him to confirm the same? I don't know why it came as a video, but I don't think it will be able to access. Let's see what it does. Can you set up a? Okay, let's see. Let's see if it has triggered our workflow. I don't think it is capable of taking videos, but it. Okay. So it could not find a voice file. Got a video. How do you trigger a voice? I did not want to trigger a video. Why did a video come in? Where is the? Okay, great. Let me just delete this. Can you? Hello. Can you set a calendar event with Sunny to have lunch tomorrow at 5 p.m. and also ask him to confirm the same over email? Let's check if this works. This time we have sent an audio, so it is triggered. Let's see if it is able to download the voice file. The lunch meeting with Sunny has been successfully scheduled tomorrow for 5 p.m. Additionally, I have sent an email to Sunny requesting confirmation. So let's see if it has done all of these things. Okay, lunch has been set and it has sent an email. Yeah, it has sent an email as well. Okay, great. So as you can see, uh, it is able to do all of these things, right? So of course, there is some part of email fetching that probably is a problem, but you can fix it easily by writing a good problem, right? Okay. Great, great. Okay, is there any other question that I have missed? I think I'm done with the demos, right? I hope you liked the demos of the other agents, right? So, did you enjoy the session? Did you enjoy the demos? Okay, Sunny has received the confirmation of lunch meeting, so he has sent an screenshot. Guys, if you like the session and the demos, you can just react with a thumbs up or you can write yes. Okay, great, great. Okay, okay. So that was all that was there in today's session. I just want to focus on one more thing, right? So one person has asked a question as to all of this is great and good and very good to watch and learn, but what about us? What should we focus on? What career goal we should focus on, and how do we go about it, right? In this age, right? So you might have already heard things about how coding agents are getting built and people are uh, rethinking whether to learn coding or not, right? And all of that, right? See, in the coming years, a lot of companies will automate all of their work, right? So there is going to be need of lot of automation engineers, right? Automation, AI automation engineers or AI agent developers, right? Similar to how we built agents, there are companies who will, and you can start searching for it. N8 and developer jobs have already come, right? um, you can see that AI agent developer is a valid role today, right? So these new kind of jobs are coming in, whose goal in the company will be to automate different part of the processes, right? So uh, if you're able to learn these new technologies, great. How can you build a better AI agent developer? See, I have been working in the industry for 9 years, right? Many of you did not even, it was very easy, right? You could have also built this agent, right? So there is a problem of awareness. People who are not into the tech domain or who are very new to this, they are just hearing the hype words. Okay, the CEOs are talking about AI agents, but they do not know where to start, right? So getting good mentorship and being in touch with people who are in the AI industry or in the data science industry will help you a lot. You can look for structured guidance as well, right? So you can look for data science courses, AI courses, because you'll meet people who are in touch with this industry, and this is changing very fast, right? Right now, AI agents, N8N is a no-code tool. Maybe a better tool will come in which you just have to speak and it will create voice agents, right? So learning coding will help you build these no use these no coding platforms in a much faster and better way. Coding is always going to be an advantage, but it is not going to be mandatory to earn money. But if you want to be good at your job, even with no code tools, you see, we talked about API key, and all of these things. These are coding concepts, right? So if you know a bit of coding, it will greatly help you in building these kind of agents. So learning to code is something that will always be valuable, at least if it gives you the thinking power. So when I'm debugging these AI agents, right, when I'm trying to think what went wrong, it is my coding aptitude that is helping me do this, right? So learning to code will never go away, although you might see that a lot of front end developer, back end developer jobs will get smaller in number, right? But being in tech, is always helpful. Learning to code is always helpful. Having knowledge of AI algorithms is not necessarily that important, but for me, uh, since I have learned AI algorithms in depth, I have learned LLMs in depth. I know how that LLM technology works, right? Although that knowledge was not required in today's session, right? But since I know how the backend of LLM technology works, when I'm writing a prompt, right, I can imagine what kind of prompt will be good for the system and what kind of prompt will be bad for the system. So although for building AI agents, neither coding is required, nor AI is required, nor data science knowledge is required, nothing is required. You can start building after this session itself. But to get better at it, if you want to become a better developer, better AI agent developer, you need to know these basics, which you can learn by uh, getting into the very basics. Learn Python, learn data science, learn AI, and all of that, right? So if you can do certain courses, or if you can get structured guidance there, it will be helpful to you, right? But it is not mandatory, right? As so, in every job you see that there are good people, and then there are average people, then there are bad people, right? If you do not learn these things and you start directly building AI agents, you will be an average AI agent developer. But if you want to become a great developer, great AI agent builder, then you have to learn the basics, right? So I hope that answers your question. A lot of coding jobs are getting automated, which is true, right? So coding jobs will get automated, no doubt, right? But the those number of jobs will go down and down, and that's why it is very important that you enroll in cutting edge fields, right? So AI is a cutting edge field. Whatever course is talking about AI agent development, that is going to stay, because these are the people who are going to take the jobs of the other developers, coders, front end developers, etc., right? So being in that, if you have become the automator, no one can automate you, right? Because you are in the job of automating things, and it will take a lot of time to get everything automated that is happening in today's world, right? Lot of companies, lot of tasks, lot of things are happening, right? It is not like कि एक दिन में सारा कुछ ऑटोमेट हो जाएगा, नहीं होगा. ऑटोमेट करने के लिए भी लोग चाहिए, एआई एजेंट्स बनाने के लिए भी लोग चाहिए, और ये अगले 5 साल तक तो चाहिए लोग जो एआई एजेंट्स बना सके डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टास्क के लिए, कंपनीज के लिए, राइट? So in that sense, learning all of these things will be very important, right? You can uh, you should probably go in this field, is what I feel, right? And start uh, building AI agents for yourself. Learn more about data science, AI, machine learning, etc. Learn a bit about coding. If you learn coding, you will be able to build coding like AI agents in Python as well, right? Why coding is important is because smaller companies will want no code agents, but bigger companies will want you to build these agents in Python, right? And that is where coding will come in handy. If you want to work at bigger companies, they will probably not use these no code tools. They will use their own Python environments and etc., wherein you will have to do coding, right? Hence, learning to code will always be of advantage to you, is what I feel. Okay. Which agent, according to you, would be the best for developing models using CNNs? See, model development, CNN development is a totally different thing. This is basically developing AI, right? So, right now, um, you might have heard that AI is like electricity, right? So the core technology, which is LLM, CNN, computer vision, these kind of technologies, which is whole of AI basics, right? This is basically the underlying technology, and AI agents are built on top of this. So similar to, जैसे आप लोगों को पता है कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आई, राइट? पहले तो स्टीम से सारा कुछ चलता था, राइट? स्टीम इंजन्स होते थे, फिर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आई, राइट? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जब आई, तो बहुत लोग सोच रहे थे कि भाई मैं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बनाना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है। लेकिन फिर धीरे धीरे पता चला कि गवर्नमेंट और ऐसे बड़े बड़े कंपनीज, सारा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बनाने वाले कंपनीज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बनाने लग गई। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बनाने वाले ही कमा रहे या फिर बिजनेस बना पा रहे। इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का यूज करके बहुत सारे एप्लीकेशंस आ गए, ठीक है। वॉशिंग मशीन आया, टीवी आया, बल्ब आया, ठीक है। बहुत सारे एप्लीकेशंस आए जो कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को यूज करते हैं। These AI agents are like applications. मैंने एआई तो किसी ने बनाया, ओपन एआई ने एआई बनाया। मैंने उसको अपने काम के लिए बनाया, अपने ईमेल को मैनेज करने के लिए, ठीक है। तो एक तरह से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी किसी और ने बनाया, मैंने वॉशिंग मशीन बनाया अपने कपड़े धोने के लिए, है ना। तो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि washing machine companies will not exist. Washing machine companies will be always existing, right? It's not that people will only work in power plants and generate electricity. That is not going to happen, right? Okay. So there will be people who will be building washing machines, TV, etc., right? So these things, right? So don't think that uh, you know just building AI and CNN, ANN, RNN, LLM, this is the only job, right? This is not the only job, right? There are people who are building this, right? What you can do is you can use this AI to build other applications. आप ऐसा समझिए कि आप वॉशिंग मशीन कंपनी में जाके वॉशिंग मशीन तो बना सकते हैं ना, भले ही आपको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बनाना नहीं आता। और वॉशिंग मशीन बनाने के लिए इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बनाने आने की जरूरत नहीं है। सारे वॉशिंग मशीन कंपनीज अपना इलेक्ट्रिसिटी थोड़ी बना रहे हैं, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कोई और बना रहा है, वॉशिंग मशीन कोई और बना रहा है ना। तो यू कैन build AI agents for your specific task, for other specific tasks, and that will be good enough for you. Okay, great. I think all questions have been answered. You will be getting the certificates and the recorded session, etc. So don't worry. And yeah, I hope you liked the session. Hopefully मजा आया सबको, है ना। And we'll see you again.